Hello everyone, welcome back to your channel. If you're visiting to your channel for a first time, then this is my small introduction. I'm thankful for each and every member because it's just you and just you who is helping me and this channel to grow. I thoroughly enjoy learning and sharing software development languages and technologies with you. It's a mission which I am trying to drive to share knowledge with everyone whose aim is to establish career in software. Please keep watching, sharing and motivating others to subscribe to your channel. Also press the bell icon to never miss the updates. Thank you. Let's start learning. So today, we are going to talk about the another part of sharing setting, and the topic which we are going to cover here is sharing rule. Now, because in the previous the video, I have already explained you about the OWD part and the grant access using hierarchy. In case if you haven't, gone through that, so simply type my name, Prashant Veer Singh, Salesforce, give enter, and in the this is the channel of mine, and in the Salesforce administrator course, and just scroll down to the last, and this is the this is your the the day 20 OWD and grant access using hierarchy. In this I have explained about the OWD completely and the grant access using hierarchy with with the practical approach, so that it can help you in your project, in your interview. And if you are if you need a Hindi version of it, that is available in the I button. Coming back to the today's topic. Now, before I proceed with the sharing rule topic, I need to concentrate on sharing word, the word sharing. And for this, I have the one picture which will definitely help you in understanding. So here, what I have tried to explain you is, you have a car, okay? You own a car, means you are the owner of the car. The car registration, insurance, everything is on your name. So because it's your private car, nobody else can use it, right? Nobody else can use it. You see here, you will be the owner. The first, let me highlight this thing. So this is your private car, okay? And you will be the owner of the car, right? Now, because we all are, social animal. I mean, we live in a society. So obviously, even though if we are owning something, we have our own, society where the close people generally will ask us to help sometime with the car, or something. So you will decide that, okay, who else can use your car? Your family member and your friends. Now, why you are deciding? Because this is a private car, okay? So you are deciding means it's a criteria to decide who else can use, right? In other words, criteria, you decided to share your car. I mean, with whom you want to share the car, okay? I mean, other than you, who else can use the car? To whom, if let's say if someone unknown is coming at your place and will say that, can you please, give me your car? And you don't know who is he, you will not permit. You will not, hand over your car keys. But if your family member or your friend will come and will ask for your car, you will, because you decided the criteria, so you will definitely you will hand over the car keys and will give them that yes, you can use, right? So that is the criteria. So that's why the criteria means rules. So I hope you understood the two terms, sharing and rules. Now, why I am emphasizing on your private? Why I am emphasizing on your private thing? Is it, I mean, are you getting my point? Why I am emphasizing on private? See, if something is available for public, for example, just the now the opposite example. This is your private car, but if something is available in public, for public, right? Public transport. Take an example. So you cannot create a criteria in that case because anyone can use that transport, right? Are you getting my point? You create the criteria, you create the classification, you create the rule, you decide because it's your private. But if it is not your private, it's a public property, then anyone can use, right? So now coming back to this, in terms of Salesforce, I hope that these two terms are, the clear, sharing and rules. Now, because if this is clear, then the entire session will be clear. And by the way, in this session, I am going to give you a practical approach. The answers to the answers of your interview questions, and also I will show you that how you can work in your project, right? Okay. So how you will access this sharing rule? Same. Setup, sharing settings, and inside this, you will get your sharing rules. Okay, let us see. Setup, sharing setting. Okay, you just type the sharing here and then sharing settings, and this is the OWD section, and this is your sharing rule. Now, in case, I'm repeating again, in case if you have not gone through the OWD, the session, I will say, please go through it. I guarantee you that, after going through the sequence, I mean, the OWD, then the sharing rule, I guarantee you, you will never ever look for the interview questions, or you will never ever will have any doubt, any confusion related to your sharing settings. I guarantee you. Okay. Now, this is your the sharing rules section, and here are the objects available for which you want to you know create the sharing rule. Okay. So there are so many the objects are available, and then you can create the sharing rule. I am taking the example of the account sharing rule, and here you can see the new and the recalculate. Now before I I proceed with the with creating the sharing rule, let me tell you this thing I have already I have told you that whenever you will change OWD, okay, whenever you will change the OWD, there will be automatically in the background there will be calculation of the sharing rules, right? That whether the you change the OWD, so is this the sharing rule is still valid, or the sharing rule will be recalculated, right? Uh, why I'm saying this? Let's say again, coming to this example, let's say this is your private car right now. Okay, I mean I'm talking about this example. So your private car, okay, your personal car. In case, now, you change this from your private to public. That means now it is accessible by everyone. So there is no requirement of the sharing rule. So, the sharing rule will be deleted automatically, right? Okay, let me show you. Let's say right now in the account, it's private. But in case if you will change, if you change to public read only, public read write, so the sharing rule will be recalculated. And if you will, if you are selecting the public read only, that means the anyone can the read your sharing rule, right? I mean, sorry, anyone can can view the record, right? So the sharing rule will be recalculated. And if you have provided the public read write, so the sharing rule which you have created will be deleted. No, right? Why? Because now there is no requirement. When something is available in public, then why there is a requirement of unnecessarily creating the sharing rule, right? So coming back, that's why I'm saying, if you haven't gone through this OWD, please go through it. It will be very easy for you, and I guarantee you, and I'm sure that you will, once you will watch that video, then you will at least you will click on the thumbs up, the like button. That this is the confidence I have. Coming back, so you will click on this new, okay, and here you will give the name, okay, the label and the name, okay. Description you can you can give, it's your choice. Now when you're creating the sharing rule, you have the a section where you can decide which records you want to share, okay, this section, which records you want to share. So based on the record ownership, I mean the record owned by some user, some the owner. If you want to share those records, or based on criteria, okay. So if you're selecting the based on the record owner, let me first of all delete it. Okay, so if you have selected the based on the owner, so you have to select the option from here, that which group is owning, right? I will demonstrate you. Now, based on the criteria means that you have to create the criteria. For example, let me duplicate this. I'm creating the scenario here so that you can see it. Okay. So, for example, you selected the account name equal Wipro 12. Okay, and if you need to put some more criteria here, so you can put it like active equals to yes. See, remember, right now here we have and, right? So the both conditions should be satisfied. Okay, in case if you want that you want to make a change, so what you can do is you can simply click on the add filter logic, and instead of the and you can put or. Okay, so any one of the one I mean either this one, the first one, or the second one will be true. So your criteria will be satisfied, right? But let's not, make a change, because, I need to demo you, but you can try, or you can try. Okay. So the nth one, is related to your external one. Okay. This thing I have covered in the Experience Cloud playlist. So I'm not going to, touch this thing here. This option you have to, to decide whether you want to include or exclude the records. So basically what this means, the like, we have the owner, right? The owner, right? So if you want to, the include the the records whose owner cannot, they have some, some role. I mean, you cannot assign some role. So if you want to, include those records as well, so you will select this. If you do not want to, the select, I mean, do you want to include it? Then just deselect it. Okay. Whenever you will create the, I mean, the sharing rule, you have a fourth option, to whom you want to share. Okay. So here you have a public group. Now, when I say the public group, let me explain you. Public group we have is of two type. Okay. Public group we have is of the two type. Public or personal. And sorry, let me, let me correct my statement. So group we have of two types. Okay. Two types of group we have. Let me, tell you. So we have the, the public, and we have the personal. Now we will see the, the difference between. Now, the public means the public group will be created by the Salesforce administrator. Only, the Salesforce administrator will be able to create this public group. Okay. Why we create this public group? Public group we will be using in sharing folder, using, the public group in sharing rule, in email alerts, right? Let me write it for you. One, sharing folder. Two, using in sharing rule. Three, email alerts. Okay. Will be created by admin and can be used by any user. Okay. Whereas the personal one is, as you can, as the term is defining, personal. So personal means that it will be created by some non-admin user, and will be, the used by the, I mean, will be created so that can be used by that particular user only, right? Is this clear? Any doubt? Yes. So personal means that, the any individual user can create for the personal use. Okay. Now coming back. So you have the public group here. Okay. Now you can select the, the options from here. Public group, role, and, the roles and internal subordinate, uh, role, internal, and the portal subordinate, portal role, and everything. Okay. Now, let us first of all create the public group. So I'm duplicating this. Click on setup. And in the setup, either you can type the user or you can type group. Okay. See, in user and then public group, right? In the public group, you can click on the new and you can give the demo sharing rule. Okay. If you will select this grant access using hierarchy, so what will happen is, I mean, the record which you will be sharing to, I mean, the record this based on this criteria, you will share to some, some user. Let me first of all do one thing. Let me first of all create the public group. So grant access using hierarchy means that whatever the member you will select from here. So for example, if I they go with the user, okay, and if I select the junior here, okay, and I have the other options as well, like the role and internal subordinate. So if I am selecting the role and internal subordinate, so role and internal subordinate means that this role means the senior and it's junior. Internal subordinate means it's junior, right? So same way, you if you want to say the choose some specific role, so you can select the role. Okay. So for example, if you have selected the this particular role, okay, and if if the grant access using hierarchy is checked, okay, so the COO reports to CFO, right? The CFO will will be able to also get the access of the record. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm intentionally taking this user OWD junior. The people who have already gone through the OWD video, this they know that why I have just created this user, because I have taken the help of this user to demonstrate you. And today also you will see the importance of this user. Okay. So I am keeping this grant access using hierarchy, and I have selected this user. Okay. Available delegated their delegated group. So this is something is a different topic I will be covering, but the let me tell you, delegated group means the kind of a admin user with a non-admin profile, okay, which can which can manage their individual the user. I will explain you, don't worry about this. Just forget about this for now. I will explain you. Okay, click save. So you have it here is you have this. Okay, I will keep this as it is here. Now what I'm going to do is public group, and let me refresh. So few things you have to to remember is, here I have I have shared this this particular the the all the records meeting this criteria with the public group. And public group the right now will right now it's I have only one user, but the in case if there are other users as well, So we are sharing, we are sharing these records with our with our with our I mean the public group. Okay. And the access, as I told you, the when we're creating the sharing rule, so the access we can give is either read only or read write. Okay. So you can decide from here. So I'm keeping it as read only. Now there's a one most popular interview question we have. Let's say, and the interview question is like this. Let's say the account OWD is private, but the account OWD is private and they want to share the account, but they do not want to share the opportunity and case. So this is the answer. Okay, you can keep your opportunity and case is private. Click save. As I said that when you create the sharing rule, the calculation of sharing rule takes place in the background, and this thing I will show you. So right now, your account is private. Who is the owner? Global Activities Professional. Now let me log in, and before that, let me show you. See, so these are junior and senior. Okay, so the junior, the senior have the role of CEO, and junior have a role of PA to CEO. Means this is junior, this is senior. Okay, let me log in. So here, I have logged in with the OWT junior user, and this is the OWT senior. Now, as you can see that, because of the sharing rule. Now, here, one more thing. Owner is Global SFP Professional. I'm just, showing you that this rule is correct. Account is private, right? Okay. Now, let's say I am removing this grant access using hierarchy and save. Now, as soon as as you can see that the manager of the group member will not have the access of the record shared with you. Now, one thing more you have to understand that as soon as I will add any other user here. Okay, as soon as I will add any other user here, so our sharing rule will automatically will consider newly added user in the group. Correct. So what I'm trying to say is, as soon as you will add any user or remove, sharing rule will automatically will work accordingly. I mean, sharing rule will work based on the latest demo sharing rule. Okay, latest group. Correct. So if you don't want to the show to the senior, then just uncheck this, and the senior will not be able to see the record. One more thing is, your sharing rule always work for your existing and the new record, for your active and inactive users. In case if you will, the if you add some user or remove some user from the group, sharing rule will automatically, they consider the newly updated group. In case if you add a user from, you have some, for example, click on here and you have selected some role. Okay, for example, this one. You selected this role manager. Now, after this, if you have created any or you have updated any user and you have provided the manager, so that the user will be automatically considered or treated it as a in a new updated group, and the sharing rule will consider it. If you remove, then then again the sharing rule will work on the most updated, the most updated your uh, your group, right? Now you must be surprised that the what is this this recalculate button means. So recalculate button means that the let's say like as you know that the sharing rule automatically recalculate in the background. But let's say sometimes it happens that your sharing rule is not getting updated. It's not the working as expected. So you can click on this. You'll get a confirmation. Recalculate only if your sharing rule have updated, have failed, or they are not working as expected. Click OK and quickly go in the background. Type here in the setup background jobs and you can see. Okay, you can see, right? And once it will be, it will be recalculated, you will get a confirmation email. Okay, any doubt till here? So you understood the sharing rule now. What you have to understand is that first is you have to look into your profile, then OWD, and then if you want to give some the access to the record, if your OWD is private, then look for your sharing rule. Okay. Now in the next session, I will be covering this part. Before that, now as you can see that you cannot change this, the option to whom you want to share. So you cannot change, but yes, your criteria you can change. Okay. I hope that you have enjoyed the session and the doubts are clear. In case if you have any further doubt, then what you can do? I am always, trying to answer your queries. Simply, you have to go into the channel, and in the channel section, in the about, click on about, and here is my Instagram, LinkedIn, Telegram group. You can connect with me, and I will be, or my team will be able to answer you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope your doubts are clear. Now you'll be able to answer your questions in the, you will be able to answer your interview questions and work in the project. Please don't forget to put a thumbs up and share the channel. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye.